Soul Studio for Michigan opens May 22nd from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Friendship Circle's Farber Center in West Bloomfield. The exhibit showcases art by individuals with special needs, highlighting their creative interpretations of Michigan's beauty, landmarks, and culture. Here to tell us all about it is Community Partnership Coordinator with the Friendship Circle, Cartwright, and one of the featured artists for the show, Carlie Suris. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Happy to have you with us and really excited to be hearing about this great exhibit coming to West Bloomfield. Caitlin, I'm going to start with you. What makes the West Bloomfield community such a powerful setting for hosting an inclusive art exhibit like Soul Studio for Michigan?
The West Bloomfield community is just such a supportive place. It's wonderful. It's wild to me the amount of people locally that come in to the studio or the cafe here, and they know someone or they have a connection and then they bring their friends and family from out of town across the world to come here. And they always talk about what a beautiful highlight it is for them to be in the space with the art studio for adults with special needs doing really gorgeous creative work.
That's right, and I've been to Soul Studio many times. I've seen all of the incredible artwork. It's such an amazing thing to see the creativity of this community firsthand. Carlie, I want to talk to you for a second. What can you tell us about the Michigan memory or place that's inspired your artwork in this year's show?
Well, this is called patchwork, and I made it with printmaking paper, and then another facilitating artist sewed it together to make a picture. And we were just talking, me and Caitlin, before we got on air, about how it represents the Upper Peninsula, and I totally agree with her, because it kind of reminds me of looking out a window when driving on the Upper Peninsula.
Oh, I love that. And the art looks absolutely beautiful. If you're seeing it right now on Civic Center TV, Caitlin is holding it up. It looks absolutely incredible. And that is just one of the pieces you will be taking a look at for this year's art show. Caitlin, how has the community responded to past exhibits? And what do you hope people will take away from this one in particular?
The art show openings are such an amazing time for the community to come out and check out what's going on. It's kind of the culmination of a lot of really hard work our artists have put in. We prepare months in advance. All the artists are working hard to create a piece of work that's meaningful to them, that's in line with the theme of the show. So they're working hard. It's a time for celebration. We have so many of our artists and their families come in. We have staff come in, and it's kind of like seeing peak Soul Studio. All the magic kind of comes together, and it's really just a happy celebration. And you see gorgeous art and get to talk to the artists about their inspiration.
All the magic comes together. I love that. That absolutely encapsulates everything you see at Soul Studio. Carlie, what do you enjoy most about being a part of Soul Studio, and how has it helped you to grow as an artist?
Good question. It's a hard question to answer. But the thing I enjoy most about Soul Studio is, like Caitlin said, the connections that we all make, and the ability to create through our past experiences. And that's what I take away from the Soul Studio, is the ability to connect with my past experiences through art. And it's really just a healing experience. And I really enjoy it here.
Well, that's amazing to hear, and that's amazing to hear of everything that you've gained from Soul Studio. For those just joining us right now on the Splash Live, we have Cartwright with the Friendship Circle, and we have one of their featured artists, Carlie Suris, for the upcoming Soul Studio for Michigan Art Gallery that's going to be taking place on May 22nd from 5 to 7 at the Friendship Circle's Farber Center in West Bloomfield. Caitlin, how does Soul Studio help foster connection and understanding between artists with special needs and the greater West Bloomfield public?
Good question. I think for me, the special needs community, I think it can be not seen in its full beauty sometimes, in its full like richness and capacity and talent. And so staff here, I'm so excited just to be working every day with amazing artists like Carlie, and to see her creative juices flowing, get to know her as a person and in all of her kindness and her volunteer work and her mentorship with others. It's such a beautiful thing to see. So when people come to see the art show, like that's what they're seeing. They're seeing a more full, holistic picture of the special needs community and all of the amazing things that are possible.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Carlie, if someone sees your art at the show, what do you hope they feel or think about Michigan through your eyes?
I hope they feel like a sense of home and a sense of like peace that I've put into this work, because Michigan is just a great place to live. And I feel like, especially with the winters and with the weather conditions, sometimes people tend to have a negative feeling about Michigan. And I hope they see how beautiful this state can be when they look at my artwork.
That's absolutely right. There is so much beauty in this amazing state, and it's amazing that you, Carlie, and many other artists are helping to capture that beauty. One more quick question before we wrap things up. Caitlin, what role do local partnerships play in making events like this possible, and how can West Bloomfield residents or businesses get involved?
We would love, the more the merrier. I'm a big believer in partnerships, just kind of helping spread the word. If you're a business that is looking to make your walls a little bit more beautiful and energized, it's a great way to come get an original piece of art for your space. And it tells a story. So it's really like art that tells a story, art with a message. We love to partner with people in that capacity of sharing art, doing pop-up gallery events, creating gifts for the people in your networks. We can, I always say with Soul Studio, if we can dream it, we can make it happen. So these partnerships are super important because they provide funding for our artists. All artists get a 50% commission of every original artwork that's sold, and it's huge for our artists to have their work be appreciated and looked at and purchased by people in the community, and it's just really a win-win.
That's absolutely right, and it's great to continue to have exhibits like this to showcase all of the creativity throughout Greater West Bloomfield. Caitlin, Carlie, thank you both so much for joining us today here on the Splash Live.
Thank
you so much.